Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scatter by Nature TV, and we're here for another episode of Yes for the Mess, okay? And we are here to get into a couple of things today, okay? Now, we're going to talk about Pleasure P. We're going to talk about Keke, Palmer, and Candiace. We're going to talk about Kim Zolciak and much, much more, okay? But before we get into any of those other topics, let's start off with this whack-ass nigga, Whack 100, okay? He stayed talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Now, he claims that Megan Thee Stallion is lying about Tory Lanez shooting. And he gonna say, if you take a bullet to that foot and it break them bones, you are not walking backwards with your hands in the air. Okay, so I got an article here from the JasmineBrand.com where it talks about Whack 100 and why he thinks that Megan Thee Stallion is lying about the shooting with Tory Lanez. Let's get into the article. Whack 100 has some controversial commentary on the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez shooting case. A video posted November the 7th has audio of Whack 100 talking about the 2020 shooting case on Clubhouse in a room called Trolls Nation Clubhouse Room. Whack 100 starts off and says, "Let's really do the math. Some of the strongest bones in our mother body is in our foot, right? Nigga, if you take a bullet to that foot and it break them bones, you are not walking backwards with your hands in the air. It is not happening. It's not gonna fucking happen. You gonna lay your ass down, man or woman, and you gonna scream like a mother hoe. You're gonna holler and scream, and you not finna be on stage twerking two weeks later." He goes on to insinuate that Megan Thee Stallion kicked the glass off. Megan Thee Stallion kicked the glass off the car, which injured her foot after arguing with Tory Lanez. He describes what he thinks happened. Back and forth conversation, F you, Meg in the backseat with her homegirl who's no longer a homegirl. Pull this MFing car over. F that, I ain't pulling the car over. Lean back, kicking that window. Now we talking. Now we got the glass cutting the foot. In the second clip, he claims that Tory Lanez wasn't the one who pulled the trigger and that he's still skeptical about her getting shot because he hasn't seen the gun residue test. Tory ain't firing no shot. I'ma be real with you, bro. Let me tell you something. When MFers be high and drunk, and on top of that, MFers be rambling off at the mouth. We've all been in these situations, and you hear an MF shot, man, you don't know where that shot came from half the time, but you got to have a general idea of it in your head, where you think the shot came from. One thing I do know is that I have not seen a gun residue test mentioned. The GSR ain't going nowhere unless you use urine or milk. He goes on to say that he thinks Megan Thee Stallion was doing too much when she got upset with Tory Lanez performing with the baby after she performed with him at Rolling Loud. He said, "I don't know why she's going so hard like that Rolling Loud shit. That shit is personal, bro. Like, come on, man. You know that nigga ain't, you know, the baby brought both of y'all on stage and you exited on the left and he came out on the right." And that is the fuck shit that I be talking about. Whack 100 is always speaking on a woman. He always got some bitch ass shit to say. Didn't he just say that he had another sex tape of Kim Kardashian and Ray J? Didn't he just say that? So my thing is, why is he even speaking on this case with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez? All of these men in the industry, they are all going against Megan. They all trying to stand for Tory Lanez and be in this whole movement with the toxic black man and all of this other bullshit that they be on. That's the only thing that they doing, because don't nobody give a fuck about what the fuck they talking about or what the fuck they think, period, at this point. No one gives a fuck, okay? And I'm really getting tired of y'all sitting up here trying to make this woman out to be a fucking liar. What reason does she have to lie on Tory Lanez and say that he shot her if he really didn't? Like, and a lot of y'all, I don't believe Tory did it. I'm surprised since the Sincere Show big fat ass ain't down there in the comment section on the Shade Room talking about how, oh, he innocent, because that's all his big fat ass do every time there's a crime against a man. But see, that's what I'm talking about. The black men, whether they right or wrong, they always stick together, but these black women don't stick together worth a damn. And a lot of the times, because I'm saying that because there's a lot of black women who don't even believe that Megan really got shot by Tory, and some people really believe that he didn't do anything wrong. Now, another thing is, how the fuck you gonna tell her how to feel about the baby performing with Tory Lanez? At the end of the day, the baby is her friend. Why would you bring out a nigga that shot me on stage with me. Why the fuck would you do a song with a nigga that shot me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if y'all had some verbal arguments or something like that, but when somebody shoot me and you go and work with them, no. But people can be free to do whatever they want to do. Like, I ain't saying you can't do it. Just know that I ain't fucking with you because you did it. Because at the end of the day, me and Jamar, we have dealt with people that the other person don't like. But one thing about it, and two things for sure, I can work with you all day, but don't disrespect my friend. I can work with you all day, but don't think you're going to put your hands on my friend and think there's not going to be any retaliation. You dislike him all you want to, but if you shoot him, be aware that I ain't fucking with you if you shot my friend. That's just what it is. If anybody do anything to Jamar, Josiah, or Terrence, I'm not going to be with the bullshit. I'm not going to fuck with nobody that did them dirty in that particular way. That's just what it is. That's what my loyalties lie. My loyalty lie with Terrence, Josiah, Jamar, Maddie, them. I'm not fucking with nobody that you know, shot them or shit like that. Yeah, if y'all had a verbal disagreement, y'all going back and forth cussing each other out, that's one thing. But it's another thing when you put your hands on somebody, and that's another thing when you decide that you're going to shoot them. That's a whole nother story. But Whack 100 is a whack ass nigga anyway, so Whack 100 really does fit that name. He always speaking out of turn. He always talking about shit and don't never know what the fuck he talking about. Shut the fuck up. Now next up is Kim Zolciak. Now apparently her daddy has been arrested for assaulting her mom, okay? I don't know how true this shit is. All I know is that I saw this when I was looking through the blogs to see what I'm going to talk about for Yes for the Mess, and we see that that's something to talk about. So the article comes from the JasmineBrand.com, and we're about to get into it. Looks like Kim Zolciak Biermann's estranged father is caught up in some legal trouble. On Monday, November the 8th, the former Real Housewives of Atlanta star's father, Joseph Zolciak, was arrested after a physical altercation with his wife, Karen Zolciak, who is Kim's mother. According to reports, the fight began after Joseph was speaking with a female neighbor. When he left the house to run an errand, Karen slammed the door because she was upset about their conversation. According to police reports, Kim Zolciak Biermann's mother tried talking with her husband multiple times. Then he allegedly pushed her, causing her to fall and hit the right side of her head on an antique table. Karen admitted to having wine, and the officer who took the report noted that she was highly intoxicated. Ultimately, Joseph was arrested for misdemeanor battery at a county jail. However, he was released on Tuesday night, November the 9th, on a $1,000 bond. He currently has court for November the 29th. The Don't Be Tardy reality star has not made a statement regarding the incident at this time, but she's been vocal about her estranged relationship with her parents in the past. Her mother previously filed a petition to give visitation rights to her grandkids in 2012, and Kim discussed their negative behavior on her now canceled reality show. She said, "My parents are just toxic. They did horrible things to me throughout the years in Atlanta." I think it's very unfortunate. I think it's very unfortunate that he's out here putting hands on his wife. You know what I mean? It's typical drunk white man, drunk white woman. They get into a big ass fight, and then they start getting into a physical altercation, and a drunken, intoxicated woman calls the police, and now he's arrested, and now he got to go to court. That's pretty much what this situation is. And you know, Kim did say that she don't fuck with her family. She did say that she's been very much so estranged from them for a very long time, and which is the reasons why she ain't made no statement. Because in all reality, Kim don't give a fuck about her mama and what she got going on with her daddy. She don't give a fuck, and y'all know that she don't give a fuck, child. Y'all know she don't give a damn. Y'all know Kim don't give a damn about her parents and what the fuck they got going on. She don't care. She don't care. So if she don't care, why the hell should we? That is the big question at hand. If she don't give a fuck, why do we gotta give a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, that's my question of the day. If she don't give a damn, why do we? You know what I mean? But you know, I wish them well in their future endeavors. I hope don't nobody go to jail. I hope they're able to reconcile their differences. But child, that's just what it is. That's what trashy families do. They fight each other, they argue with each other. It just don't make no sense to me. And I just think that is really ridiculous. But Kim ain't saying nothing because she don't fuck with them, and she's highly embarrassed by their asses anyway. So there's nothing that she can say. Honestly, for real, there's nothing that she can say. So we're about to move on to the next thing. Now next up is Pleasure P's son. Okay, now his son is 17 years old, and apparently he is accused of murdering a 24-year-old man on a highway in South Florida. Okay, now that's what the tea is about Pleasure P's son. Now we're about to get into the article from the Jasmine Brain. We're gonna get into that, and then we're gonna continue discussing this story at hand. Let's get into it. Pleasure P's son has found himself in some serious hot water. According to recent reports, Pleasure P's son, 17-year-old Marcus Cooper Jr. has been named a prime suspect in a murder dating back to early last month. Specifically, the Pretty Ricky singer's son is accused of killing Tyrone Artheus, 24 years old, in Broward County, Florida. Okay, authorities claim that both Marcus Cooper Jr. and Tryon Artheus were in the same car in the early hours of October the 8th. However, at one point, Marcus Cooper Jr. allegedly ordered the victim out of the vehicle before shooting him. Tyrone, see, this is what I'm saying. These damn blogs keep on fucking up this boy's name. Tyrone was then left for dead on I-595. Officers are currently looking for Marcus and asking for the public's help in tracking him down, as there is an active warrant for his arrest. Broward County Sheriff Gregory Toney spoke on the matter by commenting, "I don't care where he's at, whether it be South Florida or Maine. He committed a crime in Broward County, and we're going to bring him back here. We encourage you to turn yourself in, but make no mistake, we're not going to wait for you to come in. Leaving someone to die on the road is an atrocity that we can't accept." He went on to add, "Cooper should be considered armed and dangerous, and the investigation into the homicide is ongoing." The victim's mother, Marie Artheus, also remarked, "For them to take my son's life and gun him down, they left him like a dog on the side of the road, and that wasn't fair. I just want justice for my son. He was not a bad person. He was not a bad kid. For them to take my son's life and gun him down and left him like a dog on the side of the road, that wasn't fair." Pleasure P recently addressed the matter on Instagram Live, saying, "Why would a 17-year-old be around a 24-year-old? And no disrespect to that family, but we want to get to the bottom of this. I just want to make sure mine is innocent. He is 17. Why would he shoot a 24-year-old? Let's talk about this, bro, and let's get all of the facts. Something is missing." The R&B singer continued, "It's a lot more factors that was left out, and they do not want to give us all of the information. That's what my lawyer been trying to get, and they don't want to get it to us. I got another lawyer that I just hired, the best in the business. So y'all better pray up, because y'all niggas ain't finna do mine like that. I'ma go out to the end about mine, bro. To the end. I don't give a fuck. That's my son. That's my blood." Pleasure P said, "We're going to the end. This is it. That's it for me. This is it for me." Pleasure P is checking out about his kid. "I am checking the F out. Y'all want to report on my son, bro? My 17-year-old kid? Anybody that did, I swear to God, on God, it's on, bro." And it all goes back down to this. Pleasure P, let's talk. Okay? Let's talk. Because I get it. You love your son. I get it. You don't believe that your son is capable of doing such things. I get it. But at the same time, stop asking stupid questions about why would your 17-year-old son want to shoot a 24-year-old, as if 17-year-olds don't shoot adults every day. Every day. Let's not act like this shit don't fucking happen. Why would a 17-year-old want to kill a 24-year-old? Why would they? It's many reasons as to why they would want to, Pleasure P. Let's not. I get it. You can defend your son all day, but let's not sound stupid while you're defending your fucking son, okay? Let's just be all the way real. Let's just say, I think my son is innocent. I don't think that he's guilty. Let's just say you got the best lawyers and they're going to handle that. Let's just say that there's a lot of information that has not been released. They won't give it to us. It's a lot more to the story. Just wait around for it. We're going to get to it. Just remember that. Just say that. Don't get on here and say some dumb shit like, why would a 17-year-old want to kill a 24-year-old? As if there's not a lot of 17-year-olds that's wasted their life by shooting someone and killing them. You know what I mean? Like, let's not act like that, Pleasure P. Let's not do that. Let's not. Because you sound dumb. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Period. We don't want to. So, if you're going to defend your son and you're going to have your son back, do that. I want you to have his back. I want you to fight for him. I want you to do whatever you need to make sure that he's good. Do that. But don't be stupid. Don't sound stupid, because that whole statement sounds stupid. I was here with you until you decide to say, why would a 17-year-old want to kill a 24-year-old? As if they can't have a reason as to why. So stop it, okay? Just stop. Next up is Nicki Minaj and her husband. Once again, we're still talking about Nicki Minaj, her husband, and Jennifer Ho, okay? Now, apparently now he's saying that he never raped her. I'm sorry. Apparently now he's saying that he never assaulted her and that she was a willing participant, child. Willing participant. He said that during this harassment lawsuit. Child, the plot just continues to get stirred, y'all. The pot just continues to get stirred. It don't make no sense. Let's just get into this article because it comes from the Jasmine brand. So let's talk about it. Nicki Minaj's husband is proclaiming his innocence. As you may know, Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, is a registered sex offender. The 43-year-old is on the registry after a conviction stemming from a 1994 encounter between him and Jennifer Ho, and he's served 4 years in prison over the matter. However, Kenneth Petty is now speaking out and denying that he ever assaulted Jennifer Ho. In recently filed legal documents, Kenneth Petty writes, "I never assaulted the plaintiff. I deny her accusations of RAPE containing the amended complaint. I also deny all of the plaintiff's allegations in the amended complaint that I committed any improper conduct or abuse or assault. The encounter between the plaintiff and I, which occurred 27 years ago, was consensual. The plaintiff was a willing participant. I did not force the plaintiff into a house. I did not force the plaintiff to have sex with me. And I did not sexually or physically assault the plaintiff in any way, nor did I ever threaten the plaintiff." He also claims, "I pled guilty to attempted RAPE despite my innocence because I was a scared 16-year-old kid and was told that my sentence would be 20 years to life if I did not plead guilty to attempted RAPE." Kenneth Petty's statements comes as he and Nicki Minaj face accusations of harassing Jennifer Ho. The couple is also accused of getting New York City gang members to threaten Jennifer in order to pressure her into recanting her rape allegation. What do you think about this situation? It just get worse and worse. It just get worse and worse. I just rather them just shut the hell up about this whole situation. I just rather them just shut up because they're not making their cases any better. They're not doing any better for themselves. I just feel like it's really ridiculous at this point. Like, just shut up. Just shut up. First, you plead guilty. Then you saying that she was a willing participant in the situation. And I'm pretty sure Nicki told you to say that. But at the end of the day, it's just crazy to me. Like, you are making things worse for yourself. Like, straight up. You really are. You're making things worse for yourself, and you just need to calm the fuck down, shut up, stop sending people to harass this woman, stop trying to get her to recant her statement. That's all I'm saying. But you and Nicki don't think that fat and be greasy. Y'all don't. And that's just what it is. So it is what it is, y'all. But that's all I'm going to say about Nicki and Kenneth Petty because I ain't got time for the barbs. We're going to get into the last story of the night, and that is Keke Palmer and Candiace Dillard, okay? Now, the other night, Candiace Dillard was on Watch What Happens Live the other night, okay? They was on Watch What Happens Live. And I think they asked Keke who would she sing on a record with, and she said Candiace, okay? But she didn't say Candiace she only said Candiace for one reason and one reason only, and that's to be shady. Let's get into the clip.
Which real housewife would you want to do a musical collaboration with?
Probably Candiace, because it's so easy to outsing her.
Oh, she is shady, Lady Miss Chocolate. Is so shady. Let me just be a you getting the
Okay, that was the shade from Keke Palmer in regards to Candiace. Now, Candiace responded with, "Does everyone need me for a moment? I don't understand." Then someone responded and said, "So do we bully her or do we forgive her?" And then Candiace said, "No, Key is cool." Okay, now that was the shade between Keke Palmer and Candiace Dillard. So here's my thing. First of all, that was disgusting. That fan talking about should we bully her or should we forgive her. Are y'all fucking insane? Y'all would do anything for these women on these reality shows and they don't even know you, nor do they care about you, nor do they give a fuck about you, sweetheart. Y'all would do anything for these damn reality stars and they don't even care, honey. They don't give a fuck. So I don't know why you even care. So that was number one. But I think that Keke was more so in character I think that she wasn't trying to be serious about it. I'm not really certain. I don't think that she was really being serious about the situation. Like, one could say that it was unnecessary of Keke to throw the shade at Candiace, but I don't think it was that fucking big deal. I think that she was in character. From what the comment said, she was in character, and that's what it was. But I will say that was some shady ass shit, though. That was some real shade that she threw at Candiace. I will say that much, because it was some real shade thrown at Candiace. However, now, if Candiace want to respond back and rip her head off now, she can. Because Keke White, not Keke White, Lord have mercy. Keke Palmer did come at Candiace first. But I don't think that it was in a malicious way. I think it was more so of a character way. Because I'm just looking at the comments in the comment section. And there's a lot of people that said, they were basically saying that she was just joking and playing the character. So, and that's just what I'm saying. I think that it is a situation where she's just joking. But at the same point in time, this girl has been attacked pretty much a lot already, so one could probably believe that once again somebody else is coming for her again. I can only imagine what she's dealing with, but Candiace didn't take it personal, so I didn't take it personal, I guess, so why should I, okay? But with that being said, y'all, this was Yes for the Mess. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Also, click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. Also, follow me on any form of social media. My Twitter and my IG will be down below. If you want me to follow you back on IG, please be sure to hit me up in the DMs at #TeamScotty, and your boy will follow you back. With that being said, you guys, your boy's out of here. Until my next video, I'll holler at you later. Peace out.
We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.